I'm going to try and do some quantitative testing of this flight bow, try and get the best out of it. So I've got a variety of arrows which I know are pretty good flight arrows, and they're 26 and 27 inches in length. And if I can test how fast they go over this short distance, I can hopefully plot a graph of arrow weight, arrow mass against velocity, because obviously the lighter the arrow, the faster it'll go, but conversely the heavier it is, the more kinetic energy it will have when it's flying. But of course the heavier arrow won't leave the bow as fast. But if you plot a graph, hopefully you'll be able to see where the trade-off is, where you're still carrying a decent amount of weight and the speed isn't increasing quite so fast. Anyway, we'll see. The beauty of this setup is I can set the draw length exactly, because you pull back this carriage, it automatically looses when it hits that ramp. So by moving this ramp back and forth, you can set the draw length you want, which is important because obviously you could see from that previous video my fingers slipped forward as I loosed the bow and it was a terrible loose. I'll probably only set it to 26 inches so I don't overstress the bow through repeated testing. Obviously I need to line it up so the arrow is going to go above the chrono and hit me nice soft target. But the other great advantage of shooting over a short distance is aerodynamics doesn't really come into it. Alright, the flexing of the arrow will have some effect, but the aerodynamics, the size of the fletchings over this short distance won't really matter. So hopefully I'll be able to get some sensible results and plot a nice graph. And we all do like a graph, don't we, boys and girls? Right, I've got one of my test arrows on here, and that's another advantage. I can always add weight to a test arrow and see how it goes. So what I've got to do now is cock this thing. All a bit nerve-wracking. So we cock it thusly and then pull it back and it should loose at about 26 inches. So hold tight, boys and girls. God bloody hell. It's a lot harder than it looked. Shift it. Let's try again. Oof, blimey. I think I've got some weightlifting weights I can tie on the bottom here to stabilise it. But it certainly hit at about the right height. So I think potentially I've got a nice test set up there.